Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Michael's Corner. I am sitting by with Sly Fox.
Manager extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta just start things off right now, Michael, and say to you that, I think I dressed impeccable, but I am not gonna lie to you. You are dressed impeccably today. You guys take a look at this. I mean, isn't this amazing? Black t-shirt that he has on here. Sly Fox logo, but hey, we digress. So thanks for having me today, Michael. I appreciate that.
For those of you guys who don't know where we're at, we're in his
personal locker room.
And we at the biggest MAW show of the year, Grand Slam 2. So my first question to you is, how did you get your start in the wrestling business?
That's a great question, Michael. I got my start in the wrestling business back in, I believe it was 1997, 1998.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm old, Michael. I may look young, but I'm old.
I'm old. I'm 34. What are you talking about?
If you flip those numbers around, you might figure out how old I am. So, but I don't want you to have to focus on the math. But anyway, I was fortunate enough to get my start with going to Wrestle America 2000 shows, which is Eddie Sharkey, PWA, and I got worked with the Hellraisers before and after shows, taught me how to take bumps and all that good stuff. So yeah, and then I got to manage the Iron Sheik in Fargo, where I'm from, in 1999, and that was a true honor. And then just kind of been going from there. So.
Okay, my second question to you is this: do you miss Kurt Altenholm?
Kurt was a great man. He brought me into one of his shows when we had the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh yeah.
You got to interview.
Oh yeah.
There, I believe that was the time that I was serenaded with Tiny Wiener chants I'd never been serenaded with before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was Tiny Wiener, something like that. I don't know. It was a guy in the crowd, but he harassed me. And so I do miss Kurt. He loved wrestling. He loved the fans and the people more than anything. Mm-hmm. So he was a good man.
Yep, and also too, if it weren't for him going beyond his way to make sure I have a job in the wrestling business, I don't think that I would be here today if it wasn't for him.
No,
because he really put me under his wing. He told me the pros and the cons about the wrestling business, and I was the one that came up with my idea of interviewing the wrestlers and coming up with the name Michael's Corner. Mm-hmm. I told him about that, and he was like, oh, he loved it. So ever since that he passed on, I just continued to do my thing, because people are not just on YouTube, but Facebook and Twitter. They're really loving my interviews that I do.
Michael, I don't mean to cut you off, but you are the man. I mean, I am a heel manager for a living. I hit people with golf clubs. Okay, and you've been banned by more promotions than I have. You are a legend as far as a heel goes. I mean, you have a laundry list of promotions that nobody's allowed to even write in your presence, or you'll ban them for life. Like, you are the ultimate heel, Michael, and I think Kurt would be proud of the man you've become in professional wrestling.
I am, and you know what? And people just don't understand. I am the ultimate heel, because there's certain wrestling groups that I just don't go to because of...
They just can't handle Michael mode. That's all there is to it.
They can't handle Michael mode. Battleground couldn't handle Michael mode. Showtime Championship Wrestling couldn't handle Michael mode. Or what else? Oh, don't get me started with River City Championship Wrestling now.
Well, we won't. Let's not go down that road. Yeah. Speaking of promotions, though, I want to talk about a promotion back in North Dakota, where I'm from, that a good friend of both of ours is very, very involved in. TLC, Shaggy, called Cloud9 Wrestling in Minot, North Dakota. Have you done a little investigating?
I done my little due diligence.
Oh.
I heard about Cloud9. In fact, I watched a YouTube video of some of the episodes that he put on YouTube. I really like it.
The Jack Jesus who always pleases. Tommy Lee Curtis, TLC.
I told Tommy Lee Curtis I would love to come down there, and I told him via message, as long as that, if I got a ride or you know, I would love to come down there. And
we've had some discussions. He's thinking about, figuring out a way to get you in the back to do, the backstage interviews and stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's all, discussions. But
it's discussions and whatnot.
I think Cloud9 Wrestling, though, is the future of wrestling in North Dakota. So I appreciate you looking into that.
So my next question to you is this: you have managed a lot of wrestlers in your time in this business. Can you tell me which wrestlers you managed in the past? Because you managed so many.
Yeah, I mean, I've managed a lot of guys. I can't list them all, but Tommy Lee Curtis, TLC, is one of my favorites that I've ever worked with. We got this great bit right now where he comes out because he's the Jack Jesus in his robe, and then I yank down his sleeves, and then he's cut off at his muscles, and he started posing for the things. But we have Sly's guys, which was the stable I had in Fully Loaded Wrestling, and your buddy Riley Jackson.
Oh God!
He was one of Sly's guys at one time.
Oh God!
I'm glad he was a part of the Freak Machine with Josh.
I'm glad you dumped him.
No, I never dumped him. He's a good guy. I actually really appreciate him.
On a serious note, Riley Jackson's a good guy. Gotta give the devil his due.
Yes.
But what about Josh Price now? Come on. He's my buddy. I know him a long time.
The Wrecker. I mean, he is old school, and he's an awesome guy, but you do not want to cross him the wrong way, or you.
I know about Josh Price, and he'll beat the crap out of you.
Right.
So my next question is, how do you like Minnesota All-Star Wrestling? Be honest with me now.
Yeah, I think Minnesota All-Star Wrestling is awesome. I actually was on the very first show that they ever did. Eli brought me in, and I worked that show. And then I haven't been able to be with them until today again. But wow, I mean, they've totally exploded in the last couple of years. You got David coming on now as a co-owner, and I think that's really helped them with promoting the brand. And
you know what? Let me cut you off. I really love David.
Yeah.
He is doing an awesome job running this promotion and whatnot. And tonight's show is going to be a really big show.
Yeah.
Is featuring the women's nations. So.
And I'm here representing the Minnesota Wrestling Hall of Fame tonight, right? We're doing the inductions for Sheik, Adnan El-Casey, and the Road Warriors, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Animal's here and Paul Ellering are here.
Okay.
So that's awesome. The Sheik's here. You know, it's a great day to celebrate the history of Minnesota wrestling and the Minnesota Wrestling Hall of Fame. So.
We're running out of time. Okay. So my final question to you is this: if you wasn't doing all this right now, what would you be doing right now?
Well, I'm a proud father of several boys at home, and have a great life as a college professor in North Dakota. So I definitely enjoyed hanging out with you. I've looked forward to this opportunity for months. Michael, give me some nuggets.
I've been looking forward to interviewing you for months, and for a year, I told you, I was like, I gotta interview this guy because I don't care what I have to do, but I wasn't gonna do. To be honest with you guys, I made a post on Twitter, my personal Twitter, but stating that I wasn't going to do Michael's Corner, but Sly here, he convinced me.
I was a little hot. I was like, what? We're abandoning this interview? I mean, come on, Michael. We've been looking forward to this for months, so I'm glad you had a change of heart.
Okay, so before you,
No, we're gonna hug. TLC says we gotta hug.
Yep. You guys, that's it. We gotta get going. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next episode.